get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Oakland Athletics. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and on the hill today, Satchel Paige. What do you have on him, Singy?
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Out of here. He wastes no time on this one, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And that one is lifted in the air. One away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
There's a swing and a drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. He's in at second with a one-out double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at second with one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That one ripped. That's back there. That one is gone. He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard foul, all you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And a rope into center field, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Kicks and fires. Out towards right center. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Two on with one out. And next for Atlanta, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. One down. Brady Singer now at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Bases loaded, one away. Here in game one of the World Series. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. One run is in. Another comes in to score. Coming home. The relay throw. The tag out. He's safe at third. It's a two-run triple.
Pretty close play at the plate right there. Always an exciting one, though. Down. It's a pretty big blow to a team when you lose a potential run that was so close to getting in there.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Ron Guidry.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
On a line out towards center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But two-round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. This is the World Series on the show. Back in Oakland, and on the mound in this one, Brady Singer. What do we have on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Derek Jeter in the box now. No balls and a strike. To the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. One up, one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Zips it to first, and two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Oakland goes quietly, and 1-2-3 go the A's. It's 5-0. New inning getting started, and now the center fielder, Bernie Williams. The line to kick the pitch. Lifted in the air, out to left. Walker makes the catch, and a quick out, number one. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now in for the Braves, Chipper Jones. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And there's a foul ball.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Swung on, belted. That one's back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It has the distance. Gone. They go back to back. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it. And this is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Guidry, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2024. This one in the air, center field. Griffey makes the play, and it's out, number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here in the East Bay, Matt Olson up to the plate. Singer back to work. Bounce to the right. Gorman throws on to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter,
Mark McGwire up next for the A's. And there's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1. In the air, center field. And that should be extra bases. The throw into second, and he's there with a double.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. And here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball.
Ground ball, left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Goes to second. Safe there. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. So one out with two aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLean. Ground ball right side, could be two. Throws to first in time.
Batting ninth.
Now the third baseman, Christopher Morel. Found back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two outs, two in scoring position. Headed down the line. On the move towards the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Braves 8 and the A's 1. And we're back. Here's Nolan Gorman. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a run. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, James Paxton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
Calls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Walker makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the center fielder, Bernie.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Bernie Williams. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 10-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Larry Walker. On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 10-1. Bottom of the inning, striding to the plate now for Oakland, Derek Jeter.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Out to short, Estrada. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now batting.
Digging in for Oakland, Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. With Junior, probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. One out, base is empty.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
Williams under it, and it's caught for the out. Juan Soto now struck out swinging his first time. That one fouled off. Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A's go quickly and quietly there. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Game 1 of the World Series. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one ripped left field. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, he's in there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Jorge Posada now with a man in scoring position. He's already homered in this game. And that one hammered. That's back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The throw to third. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Brandon Nimmo next up for the Braves. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Nolan Gorman digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Guerrero, the runner at third. Posada over at second with one down. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. One run across. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Runners on the corners with one gone. Now it's the DH, Brady Singer. Lined, and that's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's 12-1. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Braves 12 and the A's 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Matt Olson. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Grounded. And Olson is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Mark McGuire up next for the A's. A double and a run scored his first time up. On the ground to the left. Estrada tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jordan.
So up next, Jordan Walker. He's 0 for 1. And a curve misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bounce to the left side. Fires over to Guerrero. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 59.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while. Coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested. But we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
The pitch. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 13-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. I mean, what a performance we're seeing in this one. 3 home runs in a World Series game, ridiculous. And that's what backyard dreams are made of. And he's living it in real time. It's only been done a couple of times in history, so this is really special, and we won't forget this.
Stepping in, Larry Walker. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. And they put the tag on him for the out. Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He made him pay for that one. 2nd home run of the inning for him. And they boost their lead. It's 14-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter. But this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
And the batter now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped on a line, calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Jorge Posada.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one ripped right center field. Back, gone. Another homer. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 15-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Andrew Nardi on the pitch out of the pen here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
2 outs, runner at first. So now to the plate for Atlanta. No. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Gorman in his 3rd season, 23 years old. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Going, gone. That one felt good. Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add a pair. It's 17-1.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And now Brady Singer brings it in for the third out. But they tack on 5 runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. Atlanta leads it 17-1. Back in Oakland, here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. Singer back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Athletics just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for him to make contact.
Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but you just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
1-1.
Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. So digging in, Christopher Morel. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Here's Derek Jeter down with a runner in scoring position.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And first offering is fouled off. The A's with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now in for the Braves, Thairo Estrada. That one ripped. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
So up next, Bernie Williams. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Line to left, squeezes it, and there's one away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time off they'll find a hole.
And next for Atlanta, Larry Walker. He's trying for third. Well struck, right field. That's back. And that one is gone. He sends it out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 19-1. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. He can't miss.
Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. Olsen takes it himself. Some ricochet action on that play, but they get the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Out of here. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 20-1.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
The throw in. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. The right-hander back to that one called a strike. 0-1. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. And he deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player, and every one of those 5 tools was elite.
And down on strikes, and one gone.
Now batting.
Here's Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
That's the ball.
Foul ball there. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Ground ball to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Olsen stands in now and watches strike 1. Hard ground ball, base 9. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
2 on, 1 out. He swings and fouls one off. Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brady Singer gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, John Donaldson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation or maybe a long relief guy to not start an inning.
In there safely. Jordan Walker up next for the A's. Right through there for a strike. Olsen at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
Hot shot to third. Chipper fires to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the 7th here in game 1. Braves on top 20-2. Back here in East Bay. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Lopez back to work. That one ripped. Hits the fence. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So, man aboard. Nolan Gorman getting ready to hit. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. And he lays down a bunt. Sends it to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
And now it's the Braves DH, Brady Singer. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the run from third to add on. And the lead continues to grow.
Well done. Drives in the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Estrada batting with one down, takes a strike. One run across in the frame so far here in the late stages of game one. In the air to left center. That one is back. That's down. One hops off the wall. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Jose Cisnero gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now. But we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some
swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Soto makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Larry Walker.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Larry Walker. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 24-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-1.
4 runs already in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Back up the middle and a base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. His 4th home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 26-2.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare.
On the pitch now for Oakland, Joe Nathan. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it, brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Donaldson winds and fires. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Donaldson delivers. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
But in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Right through there for a strike. This to third. Jones whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got ground ball.
2 outs. Base is empty. Next up for the A's, Christopher Morel. That clips the zone. Strike one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in to end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Here comes a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Garrett Cole, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That was blasted to the moon. And they add a run. It's 27-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Late swing, foul to the left. Right-handed reliever. Ripped on a line to center. Griffey makes the grab, one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And first offering is fouled off. Nathan, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's going to be Tyro Estrada. That's in there. It's 0-1. The pitch. Line drive. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Now a chance for Bernie Williams. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. To third, tag, got him. Long throw for the third out.
Well, the big no-no right there. Even though it was a bang-bang play, we always remember you do not make the third out at third base. They just ran themselves out of the inning.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Derek Jeter. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1.
The home team is hoping to find a way to rally, Boog, but the odds aren't in their favor. Safe to say game 1 isn't going the way they wanted.
Gorman throws on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Ken Griffey Jr. On the ground, out to short. Fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting. Right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Fought off foul. The Braves up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Guerrero on his way over. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground. Back in Oakland, all set to start the ninth in this one. Now in for the Braves, Larry Walker. The right-hander back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. Sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 28-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. And a pitch. That's to third. Throws to first in time. And Guerrero is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Jorge Posada.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going, gone. And he's gone yard again. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 29-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 30-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with it.
They got the force, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Matt Olson. Donaldson back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And now the lefty. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
And a pitch. And they'll do it again. 2-2 now. Out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And Olson is set down.
Now back, the designated hitter.
He's 2 outs away. Next is the designated hitter, Mark McGuire. There's a strike.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So
ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. On to first, ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.